and pianist. In the 80s, Charlie had the honor of performing at a special event with trumpet legend Clark Terry and baritone saxophone from The Tonight Show, Jack Nimitz. Charlie's recording credits are long and distinguished, and he is a first call session player. Met at the studios in the DC, Maryland area. At Omega Studios in Rockville, Maryland, Charlie is a part of Beta Test Recording Ensemble, which assembles annually to record big band jazz arrangements written by some of the country's finest jazz composers. Charlie, in 2016, joined Capitol EMI recording artist Face Dancer as guitarist and vocalist. And Charlie is the humble epitome of what it means to dedicate your life to music as a full-time career musician.
God bless you, man.
Great honor to bring to the stage Charlie Thomas.
Yeah!
All right, Charlie.
Thank you very, very much. First, I'd like to say thank you to Mehoff and Richard Shelton, who's not here today. Thank you, Richard. We appreciate all that you do for us. I'm a DC guy, so a lot of you cats don't know who I am or what I'm all about. You do know Face Dancer, I'm sure of that. Jeff and I actually went to the same high school together, and I won't tell you what year that was. But Jeff used to be in a band called Trigger.
Yeah.
And Trigger had a bass player that lived next door to me, and they jammed there all the time. So Jeff and I, when we were kids, we would jam together. And I was just recently over at the bass player's house. We had a little reunion, and he showed me our graduation high school pic, where everybody's in the bleachers. And unbeknownst to me, I don't remember, and probably Jeff doesn't remember either, but at the very top of the picture, there we are. Me, Jeff Adams, Steve Van Ness, and another guy named Bob Madry. And I won't tell you what year this was, but this was quite some time ago. Jeff and I were sitting next to each other, and lo and behold, a few years after that, we'd be jamming together every night. Then comes May of 2016, and I have an opportunity to join Face Dancer. All those years later, Jeff and I are back in the same band, jamming together like when we were kids. It's freaking amazing, man. I mean, life is just incredible like that. It really is. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks a lot. I'd like to thank some friends of mine, Mr. Wade Matthews and Mr. Tim Ironman, who are no longer with us. A bass player from DC who played with Niels Lofgren and Tim Beery. And of course, Tim Ironman was Ironman in the East Coast Offering. I don't know if you all remember any of that. But he was from Pittsburgh, and I owe a lot to those two cats for bringing me up as a musician. I'd also like to thank all the bands that I've ever been in since I was 12 years old. All you cats know who you are and where you are. Most of them are in DC, not in Baltimore. Although the band Street Life that I was in from 1980 till now even used to be with Star Lee. Mark Londis signed us for a year. Star Lee. And we worked all the Baltimore clubs. And you guys hated us because we were from DC coming into Baltimore. But I gotta tell you what, we gave Star Lee an in Washington, DC because we were a DC band. So all of a sudden they were able to bring their Baltimore bands into DC. One of our biggest competitors was the Shudo Brothers, as you know. So they're an institution, and they should be, of course, a Mehoff member as well. So, and I'd like to, just like Mr. Shotgun over here said, you can see my shirt. Basically, this is a musician. We spend $5,000 on gear, dig it? Go 100 miles and make 50 bucks. So I worked last night, I got $10 left for gas. That's how that worked. So, but like Mr. Shotgun said, you can't do this without having somebody also helping you along the way. I'd like to thank Maribeth Thomas for giving me the opportunity to be a musician and helping me raise 2 children to boot. I'd love that. I'd like to thank Miss PJ, Patricia Jean, as we call her. She has been, for the last 7 years, we've been in a band called Chug-a-Lug, and we do original music from a band called Us. And if it wasn't for her, well, I wouldn't be here today. So, and I'd like to thank everybody for being here today. Mehoff is a cool, kosher deal. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all the inductees.
Thank you. You should be on the radio. You're good.
Now I know all you cats got that, right? Right on, brother. Nice words, thank you.